So James, it's been a few days since the match against Montrose. Just how's training been this week?
Yeah, training's been excellent. Sounding like a broken record sitting here, but they come in every week. They work very hard, and that was an important game for us. It was the one ground in the league, including our own. Obviously, we've won quite a lot of games here, but it was the only ground in the league we hadn't won at. The players were aware of that was the ground we picked up the only loss of the season as well. So we were keen to put that right. We were keen to go up there and get the 3 points, and the players certainly done that. So they've come in this week, they've been bright, they've been bubbly, and they've trained really well.
Tough match on Saturday against Kelty Hearts. They've always been tight encounters in the three previous games.
Yeah, the games have been really tough against them, and not just up there. The game here was an even game, and it just came down in the end to who would take their chances. And I can remember in that game, Dennis had a couple of late saves as well. So it was a really tough game. John Potter is a very good coach, good guy. I like the way he works. So they'll be ready. They've plenty of experience in their team of winning games of football, dealing with setbacks in games when they happen, and getting back into games when they need to. So they do come with a lot of experience. It is a derby, so it's a game we need to be at our best to come away with a positive result.
Positive news this week in terms of Matty Todd signing a new 3-year deal with the club. Just talk us through your thoughts on that one.
Delighted to get it done. Look, he's been brilliant to work with since we came in. I knew he had played a lot of football, but I was just told he's 6 or 7 games short of 100 first team appearances at his age. So that shows that he's robust enough, he's fit enough, and good enough. Most importantly, to handle first team level, and he plays a number of positions. He's great to work with, and probably the thing that we like about him the most, he's always willing to learn, he's always willing to get better. Delighted that we've tied him down for the 3 years. I think he deserves it. With his performances, and he's one of the players that have come through. I know it was Fife Elite for a while. It's now our own academy, so he's an academy graduate, and he's Dunfermline Athletic fan, which I feel is really important, that you've got them in your squad. And so to tie him down, I know for a fact there was teams, I was called about him in January myself, so there was teams looking about him. So to get it done, delighted as a manager that he's going to be here, because I like working with him. Delighted for the football club because he is a real asset, and delighted for the boy as well because he deserves it. And he's been disappointed to have missed the last game and have to come off against Edinburgh, but he's been excellent all season. But now the real challenge for Matty is to keep that consistency up there but get better at the same time. He is only young, he's got lots to learn, but the good thing about that lad, he's got good parents behind him, and he's very willing to learn, and he's always working on his game. So no, delighted for everyone.
And just sticking with Matty in terms of team news, how's he looking for tomorrow as well as Rhys Breen?
Yeah, Breeny will certainly miss tomorrow. We had positive news regarding the specialist and the grade. He's doing great. The grade of the injury, he's doing pretty well in the gym, but he'll certainly not make tomorrow. Matty is touch and go still at the minute. What we won't do, we'll no risk him. As important as he is to the squad, he's a human being, and we don't want any adverse reaction to this injury. We've had it scanned and confirmed that it is just a hematoma, a pretty serious or bad one in a scale of those, but they can clear up quickly. He's progressing pretty well, and like last week, we'll give him to the morning of the game and make a call on that.
I know we've mentioned it throughout the course of our interviews throughout the campaign, but the strength and depth of the squad must really please you. Guys like Robbie Mann coming out of the cold, if you like, last weekend and really putting in an impressive display again.
Yeah, and again, credit to the players for that, because when you look through the full squad, most of them have been, it's not so much in and out the team, but they've all played a key part at certain times in the season. And I don't know, with Robbie's almost started probably the last 3 or 4 games. He's been that good in training, that consistent, and the way he works, it's great to watch. It's really refreshing. He is. I think I've touched on it for my programme notes tomorrow, but he came in from a Premiership club. In his head, maybe at the time, you're dropping 2 divisions, and he's wanting out for that experience to go and play. But when it's not happened, he's not spat the dummy out, he's not down tools, as can happen. Now, you'd be disappointed if that did and they wouldn't get back in the team, but the way he's conducted himself is a credit to himself, the family and Motherwell Football Club, because he's been excellent every day in training, he's working hard, and he deserved to get in the team through his performances in training, and then also his performances when he has got on the pitch. But those didn't go unnoticed to us. I was delighted for him personally, for him, not for me, but delighted for him that he done really well last Saturday, played a key role in the game, and he's trained well this week. Ewan Otto was excellent as well, and again another player that's come in and from a Premier League club, from one of the big two clubs in this country, and it's a learning experience for those players to come into this first team environment when you need to win games, when you're playing in front of big crowds. So that's part of the loan, but for us it's a bigger picture for us. Are the players ready to go in? Can they handle the day-to-day training and the intensity that we're doing? And those lads certainly can. We've seen it with Chris Mockery and Sam Fisher as well at the start of the season, that it did take them a little while to get in. We've obviously got Paul McGowan as well, who he doesn't need to take time to get used to the training. He's vastly experienced, so that those are on a different scale really. But delighted for them, whether they're a lone player or our player, and particularly Robbie, because he has had to wait, he's had to be patient, and by doing what he does every day, he got his chance to go in, and I'm sure, like myself and the football club, all the fans were delighted with his performance, because he was really lively, really attack-minded and exciting to watch. Kane's the other one, that you just throw that in as well. Kane had to be really patient, and he's now reaping the rewards and playing fantastically well, so no, it's all good.